Hello all, here the load test on the three-phase alternator is performed. Generator, also known as the alternator, receives mechanical power as input and gives us the electrical output. Let us see a basic connection. The alternator here is initially coupled with the DC shunt motor because the motor only gives the mechanical input which the alternator converts into the electrical output. A prime mover is connected to it. The field system is connected through the other side. Uh, you can see that here. And also the load bank is connected, and so the connections are already given. Let us move on to the simulation. The DPST switch is closed first, and the RPM of the alternator is increased till we get 1500 RPM. Since the rating here is given as 1500 to 2000, we increase till 1500. It's 1000, nearing 1000 now. Let us increase till we get 1500 RPM. See the value here, it's 1050 now. Nearing 1200. Yeah, yeah, that's right. 1500 RPM as per the rating given here. Now we have to excite the full system. As per the rating, the field system armature voltage must be 415 volt. The field system is connected through the upper side. This is the field system. We are initially closing it, then we are increasing. We have to get 415 volt here, which is the rating armature voltage prescribed here. Till 415, yeah, we get 413. Due to increasing this armature voltage, there will be slight fluctuation in the rate per minute. That's why we get 1498 instead of the 1500, which I already said. As per the rating, the field excitation is done by closing the field circuit, and the rating is increased till 415 volt it's reached. Now we can start proceeding with the readings. Initially, we'll get a no load reading. There are no load connected now. We'll get a reading now just by clicking on the start storing data. It will store the data now, and we can see that by clicking on the show data. See, from this table we have attained the no load condition table readings. Now we can close it one by one. The RYB is connected, and I prefer to go one by one. I close one of each and follow the same procedure. I start store the data, and we can see it by again clicking on the show data. I'm going to perform the same for 4 more things. Start the data and show it. For every increase, the reading is stored every time, for which we can be viewed by using the same show data button. I have increased the third one for all the R, Y and B in the load bank. The last two. We can also increase the load randomly, not just we have to do it one by one in all the RYB. We can also do it randomly. I'm just doing in order. Now we have increased all the loads and we have taken readings for both at no load condition and also at load conditions for 5 type of readings. Mm, the table is already good. Now that simulation has been performed, we can view the output graphs. How to view that? Just by clicking on the select, we select output versus efficiency and click on the generating graph. We obtain an output graph. So this is the graph for output with efficiency. The graph starts increasing steadily and at some point, that is at this point, it becomes stable and it remains constant. So let's perform the graph for the output versus percentage voltage regulation. Now I have clicked it and by generating we get a typical slight increase kind of U pattern. Can't say that U but slight increase through it. And another one, output with speed can be performed. Yeah, output versus speed. Yeah, this is the output versus speed. First we have set the 1500, which due to increasing of armature voltage was set 415. It became 1498. From that, on increasing every load, the output, the speed will be decreasing steadily, and at some point we get 1450 as our last reading. We can, it is also similar to the table which is also clearly shown in the graph. Now the whole simulation has been performed. So in order to conclude this one, uh, the alternator consists of two parts, the stator and the rotor. The armature will be made stationary, whereas in DC generator armature only forms the rotor part, but it is made as the stationary part here due to many advantages. And instead of armature, a DC motor is here is used in the simulation. But in case of other alternators, armature also can be used as the stationary part. And the field system, which is connected through the above side, forms the rotor part. Field system forms the rotor part. When the rotor rotates at a constant speed, the three coils will sequentially cut the magnetic lines of force, which will induce an AC electromotive force. Here it will induce an AC electromotive force. That's why we kind of obtain graphs like this, and through the simulation we can also conclude on increasing of every load, the speed decreases slowly and steadily. Thank you.